There are very few scummy people out there that are worse than Wil Wheaton. He is just, one of the most insufferable people on the internet, and has been for a long time. Even before he got into politics, it was just all about weird narcissism that he'd post his blogs, all about his mental health and things like that. Trying to garner sympathy and trying to become like the gatekeeper of geekdom. It was really weird. It was what was this thing called? It was him and Felicia Day, Geek and Sundry, right? And so he's been a long time coming. Somebody should do like a biopic of just how cringy it's been. But it is all summed up in just one infamous spot in Star Trek The Next Generation. Shut up, Wesley. And that's what we have here today, as he's out trying very hard to cancel Zachary Levi, the Shazam star, because the guy endorsed Trump, and that's it. So he has to have his life ruined. All of his work has to be erased. You know how it goes, because these are diverse and inclusive people. And to be diverse and inclusive, you have to exclude everybody and have everybody think exactly the same. It's sick. It's really just a complete sickness. And I'm going to show you a lot of Wil Wheaton's sickness here in just a moment. My name's John Delarose. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I am a #1 best-selling science fiction author. The most trusted name in science fiction fandom for a reason. And we actually are covering all the fun things here in culture that nobody else talks about. So please support us. And this is my series, The Stars Entwined. If you are a Star Trek fan, if you're a big Deep Space Nine person, I'd say you'd love this. This is a good space opera that has a sweeping war that builds up over the course of a trilogy. It really pays off. The people who have get into that last book especially tell me, wow, thank you for paying all this off. And so it's available on ebook, print, and audio. It's a spy thriller in space. Like I said, it draws a lot of inspiration from Star Trek. You'll love it. And I'm building a space exploration series of a ship exploring distant worlds. I'm trying not to use the term that's going to be really awesome. So get in on it now. Grab the whole trilogy, and thank you so much. It's in the description below, and I appreciate all your guys' support. So Wil Wheaton decided to go full cancel pig, and I grabbed this still image of his. You can go on his Facebook, and this is my Fandom Pulse Substack, which is where I write up a lot of these articles as well. I go over the history just kind of Wil Wheaton just a little bit, because most of the time I ignore him. He's just kind of really irrelevant at this point. They bring him on to do these Star Trek interviews of current Star Trek, for their Star Trek Day promotions and things like that. But otherwise, the guy's got no talent. He's a hack. And he is just completely culturally irrelevant at this point. And you can see, for a while, he hasn't been on Twitter, I think, but he still has it protected anyway. Just so you can't go see his old tweets because he won't stand by his words. He knows he says cringy stuff. He knows people will find it, and he doesn't want it found, is what it comes down to. He was one of those early adopters of Mastodon instances where he could just be in a little echo chamber all by himself, where nobody would call him on any of his BS. And this is before Elon took things over. He didn't do this afterwards. This is well before. Nowadays, he likes to hide on Facebook after Black Lives Matter, protect trans kids, a little grooming operation there. You can see today his most recent post, wearing a mask in 2024. He looks very skinny and just not well, but mental illness is what it is. He's got his mask on, he's getting his COVID vaccine and flu shot. My Wi-Fi has never been better, thanks science. It's like he knows that, his science thing is just BS right away. Oh my gosh, it's sad to watch this sort of thing. Here's his cancel post, which we'll get into. But he's this is them at FanX and Jonathan Frakes and LeVar Burton. They just did this cringy Kamala Harris thing, which was a Geeks and Nerds for Harris live stream, which had all the worst. It had Mark Hamill. It had Robert Picardo, who goes out there and attacks fans regularly. Just a who's who of obnoxious people out here. There's Felicia Day, Wil Wheaton's little buddy in crime here, and you can see that it's just ridiculous. Like this shirt, I'm speaking shut up and don't mansplain me. I mean, it's just so cringy. This male feminism, there's skeletons in his closet. Where there's a male feminist, you know what comes next every single time. So Wil Wheaton tried to get clout. It really hasn't even helped his career that much. But he covered the fact that Shazam star Zachary Levi endorsed Donald Trump after RFK suspends his campaign. And I covered this too. So he went out and gave a speech, and he really wants RFK to be president, and he's more of a libertarian than anything else. I think that's the only way you can be in Hollywood, and you can't be a Republican at this point. We know how it's gone for Kevin Sorbo and Gina Carano and Dean Cain. They've been just completely blacklisted. So Zachary Levi, endorsed Trump because Robert F. Kennedy endorsed Trump. And, it is a choice between freedom and just totalitarianism at this point. And that's what they want. I mean, Wil Wheaton really goes mask off in his cancellation attempt here on the totalitarianism that's going on. And so if you look at what he says, it's such a weird way he says things, always. Feeling disgusted. He posts this like he's a teenage girl. He's got his feelings like it's a live journal from 2005. Oh my gosh. Something I love about our nerd community is how welcoming and diverse we are. Yeah, full stop right there. And so naturally, that when he starts off something like this, it's going to be anti-welcoming and anti-diverse, right? They always do this. We are a safe place for everyone who's ever been othered. So let me other somebody real quick. Let me unperson them. Let me totally cancel them to the point where, I'm requesting somebody's life ruination in the name of diversity, right? We are a safe place for vulnerable people to come together and safely love all in the wonderful, nerdy stuff we love. Yeah, right. Wil Wheaton would be one of the first people to advocate me being canceled and banned from the conventions I've been banned from just for speaking on YouTube about this stuff, right? It's all fake. These people are all liars, and they're just hypocrites 100%. And that's why people are fed up with them at the end of the day. With that in mind, here we go. Here's the heel turn. I think it's pretty important for anyone who supports Nerd HQ knows who and what they're supporting. Now, by the way, let me full stop here before he gets into the cancel message. What is Nerd HQ? This is Zachary Levi's nonprofit that he runs, and it's a mental health situation. They help people. Nerd HQ helps people with mental health, help people with suicidal thoughts and all that, and they're making a difference on this. So this is just a charity that is, it's got a crisis text line, it's got a Minecraft lifeline thing. This is a deal. He's actually trying to help people with mental illness. He's making his money in Hollywood. This is not him doing anything but other than trying to run a nonprofit to try to actually help people. Now, Wil Wheaton wants that destroyed, all because this guy endorsed Trump. That's how sick these people are. Like, he would rather people not have a resource for mental health problems and the suicidal thoughts and things like that. He'd rather them not have a resource than have somebody who supports Trump like helping out the cause. That's crazy. This is how unhinged these people are. They are really, really so nutty that they do want people dead just so they can have their little political clout. It's not an overstatement. It's real. And that's crazy. Like, why would you do this? What a disappointment. What a disgrace. How disgusting. And this is classic projection, because this is Wil Wheaton. I mean, how disgusting do you have to be to try to cancel a mental health charity just because a guy associated with it is endorsing Trump? I mean, wow. Like, get a clue, buddy. This makes me really mad. Quick edit here. Gently pointing anyone who's not aware of it, the paradox of tolerance. This is such a word salad, he can't even keep it straight. The paradox of tolerance. A place is not safe if you can't keep out the people who would make it unsafe. So this guy, who's literally helping people with mental illness and the like, and actually running a charity and doing real work to help people, unlike Wil Wheaton, who's a narcissist just trying to help his own clout, makes life unsafe. You see how just like ass backwards this is? This includes non-physical safety, right? So if you have an idea that triggers Wil Wheaton, inclusivity's out the window. That's it. Wil Wheaton is the arbiter of morality. Cool. Yeah, this is what Hollywood does. It creates these people who are just complete narcissistic a-holes, who just are so all about themselves and so like caught up in sniffing their own farts, that they can't even like see anything because all their farts are hazy around them, and that's where they're at. Fundamental human rights are not a matter of opinion. Wow. Crazy. So naturally, he hides the comments. Only people who follow this profile more than 24 hours and friends can comment. So this is it. Good people do not support Trump or anything he stands for. So remember, you're a bad person no matter what you do. You could build a hospital. You could literally just be dedicating your entire life to philanthropy and charity. Saving people's lives. But you know what? If you vote wrong, you're just a bad person. And that's Wil Wheaton for you, everybody. He's that nuts. Very, very sick. Very, very sad. And gosh, I stand with our good friend Shazam. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. And if you're looking for a great alternative to Star Trek, start reading today. Enjoy my trilogy, guys. It's in the description below. Thank you so much for all the support. We'll be back soon.